Hi guys, I'm Becky and I'm going to be doing a full face of makeup today using all Charlotte Tilbury products. So I'm going to get right into the video. Just want to let you know I've done my brows. I used the Maybelline Brow Precise pencil, I think deep brown it is, so it's like dark browny black kind of colour. Matches my hair well. It's a really good pencil and it's got a really fine tip, so you can really get like mimic brow hairs, so it looks really natural, kind of similar to the Anastasia Beverly Hills style. So I've got brows on. I've got a little bit of mascara on just from earlier, just because it's waterproof. It's just like such a pain to get off, so I've just like left that on. And I'm gonna start off with like primer, so I'm gonna use Hollywood Flawless Filter in shade 3 to start off with. So I've got really oily skin, so I have to be a little bit careful with this, just because I'm oily. So like it's fine on like a night out or an evening, or like if I'm just putting it like just on the tops of the cheekbones, but like I could, like if I wore this to like work, or like if I was out all day with it underneath like any foundation, it's just a little bit too glowy. But like if you love glowy skin, you'll love this. And if you've got like combination skin, sorry, hair on my face, if you've got combination skin as well, you'll really like this. It's really nice. Like when it comes to keeping your makeup on longer, like I wouldn't really say it does that, but it does give like the most beautiful glow to your skin. And it's quite unique because I know like you've got MAC strobe cream, which is like you moisturise with like a glow, but this has got a nice tint in. So I wear this like on holiday to the gym with like a little bit of concealer. You can see it makes your skin like really glowy, like super dewy. So that is really nice. It's a little, my body's a little bit more tan than my face because I've just been on holiday, but I think your face just gets like loses its tan quicker because you're constantly washing it, putting like moisturizer on and things like that. You sort of treat it a lot more than you do like the rest of your body, but we're going to be like matching that anyway. So yeah, I've just like buffed that into my skin. I use a shade 3 even when I'm a little bit darker because I'm going to be using foundation on top anyway, but if I wanted to match, I'd probably be like a 5. Then I'm going to use a foundation. So I always wear Magic foundation, but on holiday I literally always wore Light Wonder. I was like obsessed with it, just because when you've got like a really good skin day, even with oilier skin, my skin was quite dry on holiday, to be fair. I think like the sea and all that dries it out, so this was like perfect because I didn't feel oily with it. It just evened out my skin tone, like got rid of any redness, but it looked really natural rather than like a full coverage foundation, because like most people, like we don't really like wearing full coverage like when it's really hot on holiday. But I'm going to mix these two today, reason being 7's a little bit light for me at the moment and this is in an 8, so it's quite nice because it will give us like a sort of mixed finish, and it will just give me like the perfect colour as well. Magic foundation I really like, keeps me pretty matte. Light Wonder I love, but I'm just so oily to like wear it day to day, but like on holiday I absolutely loved it. And I love mixing foundations, so that's what I'm doing today. Like I do that all the time with any foundations I use. Just for me it's usually because of the colour, because I like fake tan, so that's usually why I'm like always mixing them. But also I feel like you can get just really nice finishes, because a lot of foundations, I don't know, for me personally, I never find one that's like, yes, like Estee Lauder Double Wear, love, like coverage doesn't move, but it's like so matte and so heavy, so I always mix that one. Yeah, with most of my foundations I tend to mix them. I'm gonna get a mirror so I can actually see what I'm doing. I think that's pretty zoomed. Okay. Yeah, you can see it's a pretty good colour. I'm gonna like bronze up because it's still a little bit light, but it matches like the skin on my, do you see what I mean? This 7's just a bit light for me. I've added some 8. But yeah, this foundation is really nice, the Magic foundation. The Light Wonder's like really good if you've got like combination or dry skin. It's fine for oily, it's just you will get shiny like quite quickly. But for holiday it was so nice. So I'm just like buffing that into my skin. I don't know why like your neck just never tans, does it? Okay, I'm trying to make this like really quick, but I guarantee it's not going to be. So I'm now going to move on to Magic Way Concealer. This is literally amazing. I'm obsessed with this. So it's like a super full coverage concealer. I have like shade 5 and 7, which are really good for summer months because 5's really nice for like under eye area. And then this 7 is great for like the rest of the complexion, like any redness or blemishes. So I'm not going to like highlight my face because it's already quite light, as in like comparison to my body. So I'm literally just going to take it under my eyes and on my eyelids. And I'm just going to pat that in. I just find with this concealer, like, it really works when you pat rather than like swipe, because it's like thicker. I don't know if that's like that with all concealers, but I just find with this one that works like better to give you like the maximum coverage. I really love this concealer. Honestly, this is like one of the only concealers that I actually find like covers like redness and blemishes. Like, it's not like a camouflage concealer or anything. Like, I don't know how it would be with like scarring and pigmentation and that, but for like blemishes and all that, it's really, really good. So I'm using it as like a base to my shadows today as well. So I'm just taking it like all over my lids and under my brows. So you can see that's all blended. It's like really good coverage, and you can see it has brightened. Okay, so I'm obviously like very glowy at the moment, which like I don't mind, but we will be mattifying just because it's a little bit too shiny. But I'm just going to take a little bit of the Magic Away concealer. This is all Charlotte Tilbury, by the way. I mean, I feel like I said that at the start, but if it wasn't obvious. Just around my chin area, just because I've got a few blemishes, so that's just going to help just cover those. I mean, the Magic foundation is really good coverage. It's definitely medium to full. Like, it's not more than double wear, but for a lot of people, double wear is like too much. I know, it's like, I love double wear, like it doesn't move, but I have to like mix or just like wear something under it. But it is one of those foundations I know, like if I'm going out for the day or if I'm going like out in the evening, it's literally not gonna move. So I guess that's good, but like for me personally, it wouldn't be like a day-to-day foundation just because it's too heavy. So I've just patted that in. Okay, and then I'm gonna be taking Charlotte Tilbury's Airbrush Flawless Finish Powder. All my makeup's literally got my fingerprints all over it. But this is in shade 1 because it's like pretty much translucent. So I'm just gonna take that, I'm gonna like pat it under my eyes. You don't need a lot with this. Just sweep a bit over the lids. This is like so nice. To be honest with you, I prefer it on other people than me. I don't know why, you know, when you just think makeup's like so, like lip colours, you think look nicer on other people, and like foundations, like with this powder, like it works for me, but it's not one I always reach for just because it looks better on other people. It never looks as good on me as I feel like it does on other people. But it does the job, like it mattifies. I know like this is quite like a popular product on like YouTube and everywhere, people rave about it. It is like so worth it. It is amazing. It's worth the money. So that's just like set the face. It doesn't like add coverage or anything, but it just like smooths over pores and that. So you can see that's like mattified it. And it's just like toned down that shine. So that is foundation and concealer, and then we're going to go on to the bronzer and blusher and highlighter. I'm going to start off with the bronzer. So I'm just taking a Spectrum A05 brush, so it's just like a slanted brush. And I'm just going to buff that just where you'd like naturally contour. I really like this brush because of the shape of it. It's like slanted, really good for contouring and just bronzer because it fits like perfectly on that like cheekbone and like blends it out. I find the ones that are like too like tapered, like just for me personally, I can't really like use like bronzer or contour with these. I just don't find it like blends it nicely. You can see that's like made such a difference already. I love this colour because it's not too warm, it's not too orange, but it's a little bit warmer than like Charlotte Tilbury have a Film Star Bronze and Glow, and that's like really great for contouring, but it doesn't give as much warmth the Fair Medium one. Yeah, it's a really nice colour. Do you know what, this is so good for holiday as well because it's literally got everything in it, and I absolutely love, it's actually quite rare for me to like everything in a palette. There's usually like something I wouldn't like really use. Whereas I do like all of these. Like I am obsessed with these blushes because they've got like a gold shimmer running through them. So they're really nice. Similar if you use like Tilbury blushes, similar to like Ecstasy in tone, but a lot more like shimmery and a little bit sheerer, I would say. So I'm just taking that bronzer just like over the perimeter. So I always take a little bit just over my forehead and then just run it along the jaw as well. And just bronzing up my neck a little bit just so it's all like one colour. I feel like that's a decent match. Okay, perfect. And then with the blushes, I like to mix them, especially as I'm a little bit darker than usual. So I'm just mixing the blushes and popping that on the apples of the cheeks. Really, really pretty. Can you see it? It's like gorgeous, so like peachy. I don't really like pink blush. Nothing, like I think it looks really nice on other people. Just for me, it just doesn't look nice. Like it just doesn't suit me. I don't feel personally. When I'm a little bit fairer, but like especially I think just in general when you're more tanned, like just something with warmth, like peachy looks a lot nicer. So I go quite heavy-handed with that because I think when you're more tan, it's nice to give a little bit of colour, a little bit of a glow. Now we've got the blush and bronzer on. I'm gonna go in with the highlighter in the palette. Just gonna get a brush. So I'm gonna go in with the highlighter, as I just said, like 3 times. On just, it's like a big, I always use this, it's like a big eyeshadow brush. It's like from those cheap Amazon packs that you get on Amazon, like 12 quid. But I wouldn't use this for eyeshadow, so it's really good for highlighter. I like it because it's a little bit smaller, so you can get like it in a specific place. I love this highlighter. Do you know what? It's actually so nice because it's quite creamy. It's not chunky and it's not like glittery or sparkly. It's a real sort of like soft, wet look highlighter. And I think it's a little bit more natural. And I have been a lot more into more natural highlights more recently. Just because I think like styles change all the time, and I think like your personal preference does as well. And I just think it does just look a bit more natural. I've been into slightly more natural makeup recently. And then I'm just going to take it a little bit like under the brow as well, and like in the inner corners of the eyes. You can see that gives such a nice glow. So that is like base makeup done. I'm going to pop a little bit of Decay setting spray on. Sorry, I'm like leaning this way and that way out the shot. Just the all-nighter, just to, I'm so hot right now, it's boiling, but also just to set everything in place. Love that stuff. That is one thing that I like really feel like keeps my makeup on. I don't know if it's like placebo. With setting sprays, I'm very much in 2 minds. Same with primers, whether they actually work. But with the setting spray, that's one thing, like when I ran out of, I kind of thought, am I noticing a difference? Like I just feel like it's like a layer, like locking in, like especially when I'm going out, I'll kind of use quite a few layers during my makeup routine, like before, during and after, to keep it in place. Okay, so now skin is done, we're going to move on to eyes. Okay, so we're now going to move on to eyes. So I've just got the Pillow Talk, Charlotte Tilbury Pillow Talk palette. Love this. This is literally like unreal for like if you've got prom, bridal, bridesmaid, like this is what you need. And like if you're a makeup artist, like in your freelance kit, it's amazing. So really simple, really easy to use. I'm just gonna do like a super quick natural like pink eye. So I'm just gonna use my finger just for the first shade. I'm just gonna pop a little bit of that champagne shade on, just because for the like focus of this look, I want it to kind of be like skin. I don't want the eyes to be like really dramatic or harsh. I just want them to be really, really soft. I'm then going to take a Zoeva Luxe Soft Definer, the 227, and I'm just going to take that pink shade there, number 2, the enhanced shade, and then just buff that into the crease. So I'm just using like circular motions just on like the outer V of the eye, if you can see, just there, and then just buffing that out. I really like this brush for eyeshadow, I use it a lot. And these shadows are so pigmented, they're really, really nice. Then I'm gonna take the darker shade, so that is the Smoke shade, and just popping that on top of where we put that pink. And that just intensifies it a little bit more. You can see that just like enhances it, but still like it's very, very soft. Then I'm going to finish off with the pop shade, so always use your finger for this because a brush literally won't pick it up. And then I'm just going to run that over like pretty much the whole inner part of the eye. It's really hard to like do anything with these nails. Well, just eyeshadow really. Can't get in the inner corner, but that is like literally so pretty. Okay, I'm then gonna take the matte shades just underneath the eyes, just using like a flat like shader brush, just so I can get really close. I don't like for like day to day to go too smoky under the eyes, but I do really think it ties the eye makeup together. Like otherwise I think it can be quite top heavy. And I don't take the shadow all the way in, take it to about here, the lighter shade, and then when I'm going in with the deeper one, I'm just taking it right, like almost stamping it right on the outer corner. And you can see that like just finishes the eye look. So as I said, already like got mascara on just because I had it on earlier. It was waterproof, just can't bother to take off. But the one I really recommend from Charlotte Tilbury is Legendary Lashes Volume 2. Okay, so mine's like ran out, I binned it I think. But it's in a gold tube, and yeah, Legendary Lashes Volume 2 is amazing. So if you want like really dramatic lashes, it is great. Like I always just use like false lashes or like Maybelline mascaras, and like they are really nice. Like I really like the waterproof one I'm using is the Maybelline Lash Sensational, which literally like does not budge, like does not transfer. I don't like love the formula, like it doesn't make my lashes look amazing or anything, but it's a good waterproof mascara. But for like every day, I always wear Legendary Lashes Volume 2. It is amazing. Like it literally, it's really thick formula, so if you're not into like slightly clumpy lashes and like thick, like false lash look, then like you wouldn't like it, but who isn't into that? It is amazing, and it's like humidity proof, so it doesn't like smudge or transfer on me. Yeah, that's like the only mascara I've ever repurchased, so I literally do really love that. Okay, so just touched up my mascara, and now I'm going to do eyeliner off camera. So I'm literally just using like a collection waterproof one. Don't love this, but it's literally just what I've got nearest to me. The Charlotte Tilbury do Feline Flick, which is like a liquid liner. Kind of have like a love-hate with it. It is really nice. It does just dry up a little bit quickly. It's like your standard like liquid pen. It has got like a really nice nib, so it is good to get really close to the lash line to create a wing. I just personally prefer like actual liquid, like a liquid. I just prefer than a pen. Like pens I really like, but with every like single one I've tried, I just feel like they do run out quicker than others. So I'm just going to do like a simple wing off camera, and then I'll be back to finish off with the lip. Okay, so now I've done just a nice like small flick winged liner. I'm going to finish off with the lip. I love her liquid lip in Charlotte Darling. Literally obsessed with that. It literally doesn't budge. Really like that. Also really like Penelope Pink lipstick, which is what I'm going to be wearing. So I'm going to pop that on, and then I'm going to do a little bit of lip liner and a gloss on top. It's like the perfect nude, but always need like a darker liner with a nude, because otherwise it's just like blending into my face. I'm going to use MAC Morning Coffee. I know it's not Charlotte Tilbury, but I just really love the formula of this. I know I'm cheating a bit, but if I was using Charlotte Tilbury, I'd probably use Hot Gossip. Really love that one. I do overline my lips as well, so just ever so slightly more the top lip, just to like even it out, and always like at the sides rather than in the middle. I don't really change like the shape of my lips. Yeah, I love that combo. That's really, really pretty. Press quite lightly with the Morning Coffee lip liner just because you can see it is a little bit darker. But I like a darker like lip liner with nude, but everyone's different. I'm then going to use the Belle de Soie liquid latex, which is a gloss from Charlotte Tilbury. Really, really nice. Love the collagen lip bath from her as well. Seduction gloss is really nice as well. I just really like this because it's like quite a thick gloss. You can see it's like got a strong colour to it. So you could literally wear this like on its own. You don't need like a lipstick underneath, but it does look like work well. And these are, I would have to say, like the longest lasting lip glosses I've ever tried, because they're like latexy. It is, I describe it as like a liquid lipstick slash gloss like combined, because they're like quite thick. They don't feel heavy on the lip or sticky, but I just find that makes them last so much longer. I'm just going to pop some lashes on, so I'm going to use these ones from Eye Candy. If you can see, they're really, really pretty. They're from TK Maxx, believe it or not. So cheap in there. Literally, I got a Anastasia Beverly Hills eyeshadow in there as well for $3.99. Cannot go wrong. And they had like Becca skin perfecting foundations. They had Elizabeth Arden in there. I'm trying to think what else. And they had a lot of Anastasia Beverly Hills like liquid lipsticks, just like a little bit darker than what I like, quite like a nude lip, as you can see. Okay, so I'm just gonna pop the lashes on. These really remind me of Ardell Demi Wispies, really similar style. A little bit more like dense. I quite like quite a soft lash. I feel like everyone suits different styles. I just can't pull off the like super full like tatty lashes. They look nice, but just not on me. I just feel like I don't know if my eyes are too small or what, or my eye shape, but I just feel like a softer lash, even like on a night out, I just feel like looks nicer. I would probably wear something a little bit more dramatic in the evening than these, but these are so nice for the day. They were actually surprisingly easy to put on. They look really nice. Like, look how much that changes the whole makeup look. Love that. That's really pretty. So important, like if you struggle with lashes, I feel like everyone knows this, but always like just leave the glue for like 20-30 seconds and it makes your life so much easier. Otherwise it just ends up sliding around. I mean, I'm still really impatient, and to this day, like, we'll just shove them on and then they just go everywhere. I honestly can't believe how easy these have been to put on. I mean, I've not done the best job, but usually I'm like, I have to go get the tweezers. Okay guys, so that is the finished look. I love these lashes. I'm obsessed with like how nude and like natural glam this look is. I think it's perfect for every day, if you're going out, day date, special occasion. Like, it's really, really pretty. I'm obsessed with how glowy the skin is. So if you like this video, give it a thumbs up. Any like suggestions, if you want me to do any brand videos, let me know. I was thinking that a TK Maxx makeup look would be really cool, because literally they've got so much makeup in there. I mean, a lot of it's open, but there's stuff that's not. And the only thing is, it's really hard with like colours of foundation. But if you'd be interested in seeing that, just let me know. And thank you for watching. I'll see you next time. Bye.